What's up, folks? I have returned. Thank you so much for being here. What's up, Italo? Zana, how you doing? Appreciate you all being here on this fine, what day is it today? Wednesday evening. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much. So I'm going to have a couple people on with me tonight, hopefully, maybe. We'll see. But yeah. So as you can see from the title of the video, a couple things we'll be going over, and then afterwards we'll probably just chill for a little bit, talk about, some video games. Oh, what's going on? Let's see. What's up, DZ? How you doing? Yeah, then we'll be chilling afterwards. It'll just be a chill stream afterwards, but we're going to get over the topics here tonight. So wait for a couple more people to filter in here, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So see, make sure everybody's got the StreamYard link of people that I want to bring in here, and we'll be good and golden here. So let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Let me make sure. All right. There we go. All right. Out it goes. So yeah, I've been following a lot of this this whole stuff that's been happening. Not really, kind of, sort of. I shouldn't say I haven't followed it too intensely because I honestly don't give a shit. I'm just being honest. I don't care about the. Oh, here we go. What's up, man?
I'm here to fuck people up.
Good.
Okay.
One person at a time. Yeah, I haven't been really following. I mean, I've been kind of loosely following this whole Quantum TV Ackman shit. I honestly don't give a shit about it. I don't care. You know what I mean? I think it's yeah, I didn't care about it when it was happening a couple months back. I think I kind of briefly mentioned it on the stream, but that's why I never really streamed about it, because I just didn't care. And it's not to say that, I agree with whatever Quantum TV was doing, however he was abusing the copyright system, whatever. It's whatever. It's shit. It's every day on YouTube. It's shit that happens all the time.
Who cares about him, John? Who cares?
Exactly. That's the thing. It's just like,
if he gets demonetized, I don't get demonetized. I don't care.
Yeah, pretty much. So now we have the situation now with Rich from ReviewTech saying that he might be officially retiring. Did you hear about this, Louis?
No.
He's not retiring. Rich ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean?
You're talking about the guy who, I forgot what he does, but he has takes, right? He's like a commentary channel too.
Yeah, he's a commentary channel. I mean, before he used to be a tech channel, tech/gaming channel. And then he started, to do more over the years. He started doing more commentary style videos. But this is him. This is what he said. He said, "So I'm officially retiring from making conventional videos on ReviewTechUSA. YouTube has made it abundantly clear that my kind of content either has to be heavily censored or it is no longer welcome on the platform. Follow me on RTU streams." Isn't that funny? It's just like, he's like, YouTube doesn't want me here, but go to my other YouTube channel to watch me.
Well, maybe like he meant to, like, YouTube doesn't want this kind of content, so I'm gonna have different content there.
I guess.
Because that channel might be like blacklisted or like,
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, but it's just funny, the wording of it. They don't want my kind of content, but I'll still make it on another channel on the platform. Because I would assume.
Well, maybe that's the thing though. Maybe he's gonna he's gonna do like open toys on there or something. Like, it could be totally different. So
I doubt. I mean, we could check and see. He's streaming right now, actually, on his RTU channel. We could check to see if it's.
What does RTU stand for?
ReviewTechUSA.
Oh.
Yeah. So we can check it to see if his content there is different. He might be doing unboxing videos, like you said, or look at my toy collection or something like that. Let's see RTU streams. Let's check. Let's pop in on old Rich and see what he's doing over there. Oh, look at his video type. Television, Amico, family fun, and the quartering swatted. Okay, so he's reacting. It looks like. Oh my gosh. So
Garth Oosting said, I think a lot of the YouTubers need to join Odyssey. I don't know. I wouldn't say that they pay better.
Yeah. They're still
It depends. Like, it depends what you want to do. Think
Yeah.
of YouTube as like Walmart, okay? And if you want to have like a bunch of like rated R porn smut stuff, you can't sell that at Walmart, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying this as like a loose kind of like, I guess just to as an
Comparison. Yeah.
example, not really loose, but just to like make a point. It's Walmart doesn't like, you know, a lot of stuff like they have like, I guess you can say they have a little bit of sex toys at Walmart, but they
Yeah,
won't
they
have
do.
like blow up dolls, dildos, and things like that. But they will sell like KY and condoms and
Yeah.
vibrators and stuff, right? And if you ask how I know, I just read about it. But
Yeah. No, I've actually seen them there. I
no,
didn't
I'm
believe
kidding.
it.
I was gonna say I'm
I was
kidding.
about to say. I
But
was just like,
yeah, like
I didn't know that.
they
I didn't know that until recently. I was like, oh my god, they sell this stuff here.
yeah, but they do have stuff like that, right? So that the thing
Yeah.
is they have stuff like that. Do they want to be known for having that or an extensive amount of it or like go like with dragon dildos and stuff like that? It's like, no, they don't have bondage equipment or anything like that over there. But they do have some stuff minimized. So when people are like, I don't like Walmart because they don't have sex toys and stuff like that, it's like, well, you got to go to the proper place.
Yeah.
So like, I
You're in the
can't
wrong
picture
aisle.
like I can't picture like the Adam and Eve website going. It seems like I have an extensive knowledge on this stuff, but I can't picture Adam and Eve going like, I fucking hate Walmart, dude. They don't appreciate my products. They won't sell in the stores. Like, there's a time and a place, and YouTube isn't owned by anyone, not even the creators. So
Yeah.
it's like I've always felt it's a losing fight. I've always felt it was stupid to be, dude, I'm gonna get demonetized, or they don't like my content on here. And if people feel like they're pushing us off the platform, that's fine. You know what? It's just like when Target Kmart, Blockbuster, and things like that change or go out of business.
Yeah.
And those people don't complain, man, why is Toys R Us going out of business? I don't want them to do that. Fuck Amazon, bro. And it's just like, dude, no, it doesn't matter. It's like, it is what it is. You're cut out. Like, this is your last day here. Bye. And YouTube, hey, we're changing policies. We don't want this content. Like, we're not monetizing this. Bye. It's just, you gotta roll with the times and shit. And that's
the
it.
thing. That's one thing I realized a long time ago too, especially because I got monetized in 2011, towards the end of 2011, middle end of 2011, and then the very next year is when they started giving people monetization. But that's also when they started changing a lot of rules too, where they, I think, implemented the first big rule changes on the platform when they started giving everybody like essentially the keys to the kingdom. So which would make sense. It would make sense if they're giving everybody the ability to monetize. Of course, they're going to have stricter rules for people to follow.
Yeah.
Because that's when I noticed like they started making the biggest amount of changes the most around that time. And I was just like, all right, so you either got to adapt to the changes or get off the platform. Because I remember people complaining about it then. And I remember some of the people that were complaining were a lot of the people that were making these long form content videos, like the people from Channel Awesome and stuff. They were doing these like 30-minute reviews where most of it was like movie clips and stuff like that. And I'm just like, yo, that's kind of, to me, I've never cared for that review style because it's like, you know, you could say what you need to say about the movie without like making your video 30 minutes long, right? And showing so many clips of the movie. So it's just like people are complaining, oh, I can't show, it's still transformative work. Yes, it is. It's still transformative work, but you could get your point across without actually showing every single movie clip every time you comment about a certain part of the movie. You don't have to do that. Like, you could just show it and then like say something about it, like show a part of it real quick to reference it real quick, say what you need to say, and then move on. Not like show full scenes of dialogue that are happening between the characters.
Mean, if it doesn't say anything on YouTube or whatever that you can't do that, but you know what? In the end, it doesn't matter. Just like a 7-Eleven or a convenience store or something that says like, we refuse the right, or we reserve the right to refuse service.
Yeah.
It could just be that too. Like, you know, sometimes they say no shirt, no socks, no shoes, no service or some shit.
Exactly.
And
No
they
shoes,
can be
no
like,
shirt,
well,
no
I'm wearing
service.
shoes. I'm wearing shoes. And it's like, yeah, but I don't care. I still don't want to service you. Get out.
Yeah.
YouTube can pull that card.
Yeah, no,
like
of
they
course,
can pull that. And whether you think it's shitty or not, you wanted to go onto their website and play by their rules. Now,
correct.
If they change the rule on the spot again, it's like, just think of someone that comes to your house. Just think of someone comes to your business. and you're just annoyed of them being there. They might not even be doing anything wrong. You just don't like their face or whatever. You're annoyed of them. They smell weird. They're just standing around. And you're just asking them to leave.
Yeah.
YouTube is doing that. Like, we just don't like you. Maybe they just don't like that person.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all somebody has to do is adapt or leave. That's it. It's that simple. And it's not really that hard to adapt to the changes on the platform, especially if they're telling you, okay, just don't do this, don't do this, don't do this.
Yeah.
You know? And honestly, I mean, I think that it shows, like, if you're able to survive after the changes, if you're able to adapt and still be profitable on the platform, I think that's a testament to you being a good content creator too. You know what I mean? Because you're constantly, it's like a challenge, right? Can you fit within this new landscape, right? Can you change it up and still be successful? So that's the way I took it. Like, when they started making the changes, like, all right, cool. I just won't use excessive amounts of footage. Not that I really wanted to anyways. I said, but now this gives me more incentive to really work on, me, the content that I'm putting into it so much, and not rely so much on this other shit for the video. So that's the way I took it. And that's the way I started, like, making my docu videos, my documentary series. I was just like, I'll just use less and less content, of the shit that would get hit for copyright. And I'll just provide more and more of my own commentary over it, with maybe other visual aid examples, so that it doesn't get hit,
Yeah.
That's it.
Real quick, John. Let me switch headsets real fast and tell me if I sound bad, all right?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do it right now.
Got more people in the chat. Appreciate y'all joining. What's up, Nazand? Nazand in the chat. Mr. Sen in the chat. Sen, get in here, bro, when you get a chance. What else we got? We got the Grim Reaper. Solid Redfield. How you doing? Solid Redfield says, wouldn't be surprised if ReviewTechUSA was the one who swatted Jeremy. That's funny. Yeah, so it looks like watching Rich here, all he's doing is he's doing the typical big YouTuber, bigger YouTuber deal where you just react to other people's content, I guess, and give commentary, which is fine. There's no issue.
Real quick. My bad. Do I sound good, or am I echoing? Because I'm on Astros right now.
No, you're not. Right. You don't sound bad at all, bro. Sounds fine.
All right.
So cool. It looks like he's over one of Pat the NES Punks, or Pat the NES Punk's fucking podcast.
Water bottle.
Man, Pat the NES Punk looked like he put on some weight.
You're the night dude. You got paperwork to do.
And let me see if I close this and put you in my pocket, if it's gonna like close or lag, right? Let me try that fast.
Give it a shot. See what happens.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. All right, look, check this out. I didn't buy it, actually. I got this gifted to me, a steamer, and I'm gonna steam my floors right now.
Nice.
And cabinets and everything. So
that's a beautiful thing.
I need to be hands-free.
Do it.
If I cut out, or if it's too loud, or it's crazy, let me know. Like, I hope it doesn't do any shit.
It's fine. Yeah, if it gets too loud, I'll just tell you to mute.
No, you just tell me, like, if I go crazy. But
fine.
Yeah. So
just real quick.
I was gonna say, I don't know what's going on. Like, just that he's retiring. That's it.
Well, he said that he's officially retiring from making conventional videos on his main channel, and I guess he's gonna.
What are conventional?
I guess his commentary videos on his main channel. That's what I can only assume, because that's what he does these days. These days, he's more of a commentary channel than a tech channel. I mean, he does still talk about gaming stuff and tech stuff and gaming news, but he also, like, intersperses it with other commentary and stuff like that. So maybe that's what he means. Like, he's not going to do as much of that stuff anymore. But I mean, he's essentially doing that right now on his other channel.
So he's talking about him.
He's watching one of Pat the NES Punk's podcast episodes.
At least it seems, protecting him.
And he's commentating on it. So that's what it appears. And I know that these two, like, he had a little bit of a spat with Pat the NES Punk a couple years back, because he was on Pat the NES Punk's podcast. Pat had him on as a guest, and then not too long after that, Pat the NES Punk and his co-host here, Ian, on the CU podcast, did a video where they had a pretty bad take, on
say something spicy. See something spicy.
Yeah, something that Rich didn't agree on. So Rich made a video just kind of criticizing Pat for it, and Pat got mad because he felt that, you know, Rich should have contacted him directly if he was going to make a video on it, which in that particular instance, even though I don't care for Rich's content all that much, although there's been times where I have agreed with him on certain points, I didn't think that Pat should have gotten all butthurt over that, because I'm just like, well, look, you know, yeah, maybe as a courtesy he could have done that, but the thing is, I don't know how friendly they were at that point, but I'm just like, it's YouTube, you know what I mean? It's just like, who cares if you made a video criticizing your take? Because he didn't say anything like negative about Pat himself that I know of in that video. He didn't say, oh, you know, Pat's a piece of shit for having this take or anything like that. It was kind of like, I don't agree with this take. I think this is a bad take, Pat. You know what I mean? It was kind of like that. It was very like, I don't think that this is the right take for this. I disagree with it, blah, blah, blah. And Pat got mad. And then Pat, you know, wouldn't mention Rich, but he was obviously talking about Rich in a follow-up episode of the CU podcast. He was like, somebody made a video about me recently. They could have been a man and contacted me saying that they were going to do that. And it's just like, bro, don't be a bitch, bro. Who cares? So they had a little bit of a spat because of that. But, you know, in that particular instance, I was kind of like, you know, on Rich's side, like Rich doesn't really need to contact you for giving a pretty tame take on you, on your opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, he didn't attack you personally. I would understand Pat being.
I guess they're friends, right? Like they're friendly with each other.
From what it seemed like, from the way Rich made it sound like, they were friendly, but they weren't like boys. You know what I'm saying? At least
I guess like if you're kind of like acquaintances,
as a courtesy, positive, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like right now, all right, let's just say like when I first started talking to you and you made a video and stuff like that, when you and I were like talking or something, and you said something I agree with, and instead of just me going like, yo, you want to have like a debate about our points later on, like on a video, I feel that'd be like the best way to handle it, because it's like, I don't want to make a full-blown video because to divide a fan base like that. Like maybe we could come to, all right, I see your side and you see my side, but we don't agree still, but we're still cool, and we can show that in front of everyone. So it'd be cool to do it that way. But I could see it as like, yeah, if you have a somewhat decent relationship with someone, like it doesn't seem like you guys are beefing or anything, I don't know why you wouldn't extend that courtesy to be like, hey, like we're kind of chill and stuff like that. Like you had this take and I don't agree with it, but you want to discuss it live later on. If the guy goes like, nah, it's like, all right, are you cool with me making a video on it? Like, I'm not trying to fight with you or anything and stuff. I just want to share, like, you know, my opposite opinion. I want to be like devil's advocate to it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe, you know, I guess it just depends on how tight they were, because that was the first real kind of interaction they had, was when he had him on the CU podcast. But I don't know. I mean, to me, I guess, like, I understand that too. It's just like, especially if you're, you know, you've talked to somebody more than once and you've built some kind of rapport with them, then maybe. But even still, like, if it happens, like, I don't think it's for that to be that butthurt about it, because it's kind of like I said, if it was a thing where it was like an unprovoked attack on your character, I think I would understand that making somebody mad a little bit more, like, yo, what's up? You know,
yeah, because I find it weird, dude, if like someone just went to like Drama Alert and shit, like with some chopped up audio to try to make like a story or something happen. Like, I find it awkward. I'd rather be like, hey, we've kind of had some interactions before. I want to hear your take or something. It'd just be weird. Just fucking go out of your way, you know?
Oh shit! Right?
Like, so I don't know. I don't see how like that. Like, I don't know. It's just odd to me. Like, yeah, that you can't just not be civil.
In your business when they've never had that kind of, you know, rapport with you ever. That they'd involve themselves in your personal life. Yeah, it does seem like a little weird, huh?
It's a far stretch.
Yeah. So this was the video that I guess he put up yesterday, because what happened was, from my understanding, is that he got a strike. Well, let me show that first. I'll show that first before I play this video.
Who got a strike?
ReviewTech did. So here's the thing. Willie Mack, I think, shared it. Let me bring up Willie's thing real quick. So this is Willie Mack tweeted this. It was like, Rich's video went down for harassment and cyberbullying. This is his strike. WTF YouTube. Nobody is above mockery. Nobody is above being held accountable. So this, I guess, is something that ReviewTech had uploaded. The Ackman totally roasted Quantum TV stream highlight. So it was a stream, I guess he did on his main channel, and it got hit for harassment and cyberbullying. You know, and of course, presumably people are going to look at that and think that it was Quantum TV, and maybe it was, quite possibly, right?
Yeah.
So he got a community guideline strike for this, and the content was removed. You know, he appealed it, as you can see here. And then, you know, a couple people, you know, Aura, as you see, Aura commented on the same thing happened to Crow and I. Differences, we lost monetization over it. I think that's what Leafy went down for. It's YouTube's big rules. They're advantageous. Then what's annoying is that they don't even tell you what it is. Like, write it out, because every time it happens, nobody knows what the fuck is going on, and it turns out to be just a guessing game. And that's why they do it. Yeah. And then but that's by design. YouTube knows full well they aren't treating us fairly, throwing an unprincipled individual side. YouTube's guidelines work only to benefit the corporation. Yeah, TOS is just an illusion. Well, I mean, that's why, sure, that's on any platform, though. That's why, like, rules are intentionally vague, so they can basically enforce them with whatever impunity they want. So it's on every single social media site. Every single social media site has rules like that. So it's just kind of the lay of the land that, you know, it's what you're in for.
Not only that, dude, if you want to get real crazy, get a lawyer, like a contractual lawyer who reads contracts and things like this, that can look at all the policies and everything and just be like, okay, you're allowed to do this. Like, tell them what you want, and then let them see if they can find a loophole or the thing in the rules. And still, in the end, even if they find the rules, they can be like, well, it's still our site. We can say what we want. We have final say of our stuff. We just don't want you on here. Then that's it.
Yeah. And then that's when, like I said, today he tweeted this because of that. And then he also had tweeted this. Here, let me show you this real quick. ReviewTechUSA tweeted this thingy right here, where he says, one door closes, another door opens. I will be fine. It was time for a change anyway. # justice for Ackman. So with that said, this is the video that he had uploaded. This was, I believe, yesterday as well, after, you know, getting hit. Check out the title of his video. YouTube is trying to silence me over Quantum TV.
I like those and I hate those titles. I like them because, like, they just sound stupid to me.
Well, well, of course, man. They're clickbait. It's because I don't I don't know. Look, people think that YouTube is it's all conspiratorial. Oh, they're protecting Quantum TV. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But it's just like there's no. You know, it looks that way from the surface, but there's no way to prove it unequivocally, right? I mean, but yeah, I mean, I could see why people would think that. So here's the video that he
Hello, everybody.
uploaded.
I want to
Check
make
this out.
video.
What's up? Gotcha, son.
Very, very angry. So
he's angry.
I don't know what's going on at YouTube, but there's corruption going on there. And I don't have a problem saying it. And if it means my channel gets shut down for saying it, so be it. I'll go walk off into the.
He's speaking truth to power, Louis.
The thing is, like, where's the proof?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's always there's corruption happening at
like
YouTube.
Because you don't see like what the decision, why they made the decision doesn't mean like how many other countries, how many other users, and how many other videos and other content creators that they have to deal with every day about something. Like always, dude. They're always like 24/7, dude. Like around the world. There always have to be something that YouTube is fucking working with and stuff. They don't have time to always keep checking these drama channels. They don't have like a fucking or a community channel or commentary channels. Yeah. Where like, let's see what they're gonna say today. Like I feel like there needs to be like a committee. Like I honestly, like, I'm on board with YouTube saying, you know what? We don't want to hear your opinions. Just make content and shut up.
Yeah.
No opinion channels. Like, that's enough out of you. Because, like, you guys just say too much shit. If you want an opinion channel, you're demonetized immediately. You're not going to be, like, you're not going to be monetized at all.
Yeah.
Where it's like, let's see how much you really value your opinion then. Or do you just talk because it's an easy way to make money? Because you can afford a blue snowball mic and a pop filter and you have access to the internet, and you can just be like, I can just say whatever I want. Give me money now. Give me money. I can just talk. Give me money. It's like, nah. If they did that, dude, let's see all these, because I feel a lot of these commentary channels are failed gaming channels that could never make it. And they're like, fuck, I bought a capture card, my Elgato, my Hop Hog. No one likes my fanny moments. They're not that great. They don't like my trolling videos. And they seem that like Pyrocynical, Leafy, and stuff like that can just talk and say shit. And commentary's been around for a long ass time, but then that started getting popular again.
Of course.
And they're like, you know what? I don't need stellar gameplay. I can have a picture of myself, a furry version of me on the screen. I'll post screenshots every now and then. Shout out to Zombie Fox. but like, you know what I'm saying? It's less effort. It's less effort, and they're kind of like, fuck it. Let me just share my opinion. People need to hear my thoughts. I feel it's so as hypocritical as it sounds, because I'm saying it and I'm like, hear my thoughts. Yeah. But I mean, I've made it as a content creator already, so I'm not fucking crying about this shit. So, like, from what I'm seeing it now is like looking back, it's these people failed, and like I want to get paid for you to hear me bitch and complain about something, especially things that aren't my business, and I don't really have an insightful outlook on things. And maybe they do get better, and maybe their editing does get better, and their takes get a lot more. They're more thought out. But I feel like take that shit away, take the monetization away, and let's see how passionate they are about sharing their thoughts now that they're not getting money for it. Let's see how passionate they do it for, or how they do it. I just like doing this for fun. It's just a hobby. It's like, nah, dude, take it away. You can't get monetized for it and stuff. And let's see if anyone let's see how much you're going to try to adapt to that content. I'm fucking tired of hearing about the commentary people complaining about. That's the thing, they complain, and I complain about the complainers. so it's an ugly cycle.
A vicious cycle.
But the thing is, like I said, like I fucking made it and stuff, and it's like I couldn't continue or anything. I just stopped. Like I made quadrillions, and I'm just like, I don't fucking need this right now. This isn't the life I want. So
they're just speaking truth to power, like Amber Heard.
Oh, dude. Yeah, you know what? Where are those fucking YouTubers? They could have helped her out during this time. Where are they? Why don't we talk about that?
Oh, shit.
Seriously.
Bro, let's hear the conspiracy though. Let's hear how deep the corruption runs.
First. Real fast, John.
Go ahead.
First, I feel when there's like a claim, there needs to be some form of evidence. Oh, yeah, now the evidence is gonna, even what you have as proof and stuff like that, it doesn't mean it's evidence either. Sometimes it won't be admissible. It won't be anything. It's just no. How did you even get this? The means of getting this, the evidence, is it doctored? Is it normal? How do we know? There's so many things. So evidence is pretty flimsy on face value. But a lot of people that are ignorant will see. You remember when people were making fake tweets that Trump said this, and oh my gosh, and it got people that don't use Twitter went all over Facebook. Look at Trump said he hates these kinds of people. It's dude, these are fake ass tweets that people made. But look at how people will still remember. Do you remember that one time Trump was saying and he does say some mean shit on Twitter, but I mean but some horrendous stuff that he didn't say, but they're saying he said all this, he said all that. I saw that tweet, and it's but that tweet's fake, and it's it's just so much misinformation. So let me pull it back. When he says there's so much corruption here, show a document that says in YouTube, an email that said from this person CC to this person going, all right, we want Ackman this or blah, blah, blah. We got to stop these people. Show me some irrefutable proof or something that can be questioned. Not just they didn't do this or obviously that. They're not what was it? The whole mama, whatever, the YouTube,
Mama
YouTube
Max,
supports pedophiles, blah, blah, blah. Show me that they do. Yeah. Show me that YouTube said that. And look at how useless was that fucking campaign. Everyone said, oh, YouTube's talking to him finally. Here we go, the changes. Dude, I see it. We're halfway through this year. Oh shit, one of those changes Mama Max got out of this whole talking with YouTube, I told you from the beginning.
Yeah,
shit.
Nothing.
I guess YouTube does like pedophiles, right? All of a sudden, I don't know where's his campaign again? Where's it at? It's useless fucking shouting, dude, on the soapbox on the corner. Goes nowhere.
And then, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? That was what? Was that late last year or earlier this year? I can't even remember anymore. I think that was earlier this year. And I'm like, yep, still waiting on those changes. You know, I want to see the results of that meeting. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like, what happened, right?
I made your friend got your son mad. I'm sorry.
Got your son. Don't do it. Don't leave, buddy. Don't leave.
I'm sorry, my $15 mic, dude.
Got your son. He's cool. He's cool. He's good people's. He just doesn't know. He doesn't know.
If he's seen my videos, I use the same mic, dude. I like this bad quality. It's the one that Delirious and I use. It's horrible. I love it.
He's a good guy. You would like him, gotcha. You would like him, trust me. I don't think he's been on a stream before when you've been on. That's probably why. But that's what I mean. It's like with these situations, that's what I always say too. It's just like, if you're gonna make these claims, the burden of proof is on you to show it, because the thing is, anybody could say that. Anybody could say, oh, there's corruption, there's this, that, or the other. Look at all this shit that's happening. It's like, oh, that's why none of this shit with Ohm, right? Like, he's like, well, I have evidence. Well, then fucking show it, dude. Show what you got. Even if it's even if it's not as conclusive as it could be, showing something is still showing something. It's better than just saying, well, you just got to take my word for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It still points somebody in the right direction.
No, I get it. But I just feel like that's the problem. If as soon as he says conspiracy, everyone will run with that now. Like, oh yeah, there's this conspiracy. YouTube try to shut him down. And it's like, but there's no proof. They'll say it. And then it just goes on and on.
Yeah, bro. And that's what I mean. It's just like, this is a 3-minute video, and I'm pretty sure I saw before it, and he doesn't show like a single screenshot or a cap of an email, nothing, bro. It's just, hey, there's corruption. There's shit happening. So
yeah.
Look what he says.
I don't have a problem saying it, and if it means my channel gets shut down for saying it, so be it. I'll go walk off into the sunset and live stream on Twitch. So I go to check my account today, and I see that I have a community guideline strike, a warning. It tells me I could review the content here, and it's not showing right now, but it was the live stream video where I showed a highlight clip about Quantum TV. Now, it also just so happens that now I have a couple videos that also I didn't rate the ads properly, which initially I didn't think was a conspiracy, but tied together with this, yeah, something's up. YouTube doesn't want us talking about this situation, but too bad, I'm going to continue to talk about it. However, I am not uploading content on this channel until this is resolved. It may never be resolved. YouTube may not remove this community guideline strike, but YouTube, what's going on? Why are you siding with hatred here? You are siding with someone who is verified to be a bigot, who has put hateful things, wishing death, wishing the LGBTQ community is shot dead. That's the side that you're siding with. This is a repeat offender that has done this over and over again. Quantum TV. And during Pride Month, you are siding with the bigot. Why? Because someone there has an ego and doesn't want to admit they made a mistake, or maybe there's someone there that is.
See, so what he's referring to is apparently Quantum TV said some stuff, I believe, on Twitter that was like hateful towards the, LGBT community, like saying that they should be offed and stuff like that, and that what happened in Orlando was. What happened in Orlando, a couple years ago at the Pulse nightclub was, is what they deserved and stuff like that for living, the life that they live, things like that, right? Pretty heinous stuff. But here's the thing, like,
and that's for sure. Like when you tell me, I'll take it as if it's fact. I'll reply like if it's on fact. Like I'll take it as like I'll believe it 100%.
See, but here's the thing, right? So Rich showed those screen caps of those tweets. Now, Quantum TV, right? I don't know if he copped to him. I believe at one point he did cop to him, but then at one point he also said that his account was hacked. So it's like, okay, he probably did say those things, and then due to the backlash, probably decided to be like, oh no, I got hacked. You know what I'm saying? After he started getting backlash for it, right? So it's like, so now it's a situation where it's just like, okay, we don't really know, because that's the thing. It's just like, is there is there a chance that he said all that stuff? Sure, probably. There's probably a better chance than not, right? If he said that he did say those things and whatever, admitted to it, and then decided to walk it back after the backlash, right? Right? There's a good chance.
Yeah.
But even still, but now, because he's walked it back and has used the old "I was hacked" excuse, it's just like, it sounds absurd. It's just like he probably didn't get hacked, but at the same time, it's just like, but we don't know 100%, right? There's still that 1% chance, right, that he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
It's in the realm of possibility. So we can't say with certainty, okay, you know what? He for sure said that stuff. There's probably a chance he did say all that stuff, right? And he just walked it back because he knew he was getting in hot water over it. But again, there's no way for Rich or anybody else to prove conclusively that he said that stuff. Unless you got him recorded, right? Like him on a video recorded saying, yeah, I said that. And what?
And even if he did say that, you still have to get the full context of it too. It doesn't matter. So like I said, if I were to take everything you say as fact and stuff, it still won't change my mind. It's YouTube can do whatever they want. Like still, like I don't know why everyone is like, I don't see that. All right, if he's virtue signaling for the LGBTQ community, right? Or plus community, right?
Yeah.
Right now, does he do this all the time? Because is it just convenient that he's just doing it now? Like,
yeah,
I just don't like when people.
Ackman was doing it too. That's the thing. So I think he's pulling a page out of the Ackman's book. And don't get me wrong. Hey, look, Quantum TV. I don't support him. I think anybody that abuses the copyright system here is that's already pretty shitty as it is. And I'm sure he has, like I said, if the stuff that he said is true, it's all pretty shitty stuff that he says. So I'm not supportive of that guy either, but I'm just, at the same time, it's just like, I'm looking at the situation kind of neutrally. I don't care for either party involved in this. It's about whatever the truth is, whatever the facts are. And the thing is, I haven't seen, any facts, any hard facts, at least, like I said, that support Quantum TV saying that stuff. Now again, he very well could have. You know what I mean? There's probably a better chance than not that he probably did and saw that, hey, you know what? I'm getting backlash now for this stuff. So now I'm going to lie about the fact that I said this stuff. Or, maybe he'll default to, it was just jokes, bro. Edgy jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people like to do too. It was just edgy jokes, bro.
That's also, yeah.
So that's another thing that people can default to. So again, it's just like words on a screen to me, again, it's a little bit harder because, again, there's certain things that again, it's not to say they can be powerful again. And when you put up something that's hard to refute, that looks bad, sure, people take that as evidence. But at the same time, like I said, then he's also walking it back. So it's just like, oh, okay. He's walking it back. He's probably lying. There's a good chance that he's lying, but we still have to consider the possibility though, that, even though he's walking it back now, and that's probably the lie, it's still possible that there could be truth to it, even though I doubt it. You know what I mean? I personally doubt it. I wouldn't believe the guy, but again, it's possible. Oh, Italo, thank you for the 10, buddy, for chicken nuggets. Yes, I will do that. I will buy many chicken nuggets with that. But yeah, like, and now, he's saying this stuff. Oh, they're siding with hate over this, that, or the other, because of Quantum TV still being on the platform and things like that. It's like, look, I felt like when this shit all kicked off, one of the things that I didn't care for the Ackman doing was when he said, I'm going to stop at nothing, or he said something along the lines, I know I'm paraphrasing, and somebody could correct me if I'm wrong here. He said something along the lines like, I'm going to do everything in my power to get this guy the platform. Then I'm like, bro, you shouldn't have worded that like that. You shouldn't have said it like that. I wouldn't have handled it like that. If you have a plan because you don't like what this Quantum TV guy has been doing, I say handle it, but don't put your plan out there. And especially don't put it out in a way that can be probably weaponized against you later. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I felt like he showed his hand a lot when he did that a couple months back, and I was like, I don't think that's good. I wouldn't have made a video like that. I wouldn't have made a video showing that I was on to him, to put any kind of fear in him. Because the thing is, once this whole shit happened with Ackman kind of backed off a little bit and was like, oh, I need to take a break from my mental health. Like the very next day after he got demonetized, and it's just like, whoa, hold on a second. You were talking all that shit a couple months ago, talking about how you were going to take it to this guy. And now all of a sudden you get hit with something and you want to take a break. And it's like, really, bro? It's just like, I mean, you kind of picked this fight. It's like, so aren't you going to at least see it through? You know what I mean? I think now, if anything, now is the time for you to really start fighting back. If you're like, oh, hell no, you know what I mean? And throw down the gauntlet and be like, oh, hell no, all right. But then, then he finally did, I guess. He came back around and was like, I'm going to fight it. And then he started going to he's trying to go to the mainstream media. And I'm like, why? Like, why are you going to the mainstream media with this? It's not, first off, when it comes down to it, it's just drama between YouTubers. It's not something that needs to go on this fucking national scale of trying to go to MSNBC and CNN and whatever. And already you're going to these mainstream news sources.
The reason why though, it's the desperation.
Of course, yeah.
They're desperate, so they have to I'm losing my shit, so I got to try to bring as much attention as possible to try to win this fight by any means.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Chaos. I know. I that's what I said. I believe the guy is probably lying about that shit. But even still, again, he could always lie. He could always lie about it after the fact. And again, it's always still within the realm of possibility that, he could have. Even though, again, I doubt that that's true. I doubt that the guy got fucking hacked. You know what I'm saying? That's the excuse of everyone that gets caught with their pants down in a situation. Oh, I got hacked. That wasn't me. It was going on. Shikami, how you doing? Let's finish this guy's video though real quick. Hold on. Let me.
A sympathizer. That's incognito. Why? Because someone there has an ego and doesn't want to admit they made a mistake. This over and over again. Quantum TV. And during Pride Month, you are siding with the bigot.
Siding with the bigot.
Why? Because someone there has an ego and doesn't want to admit they made a mistake. Or maybe there's someone there that is a sympathizer. That's incognito there. That sided with Quantum TV because they agree with this horrible takes. And maybe someone else figured that
Google,
out.
I doubt that.
It makes a lot of people look really bad.
At YouTube.
But I don't know what's going on there, but something is definitely going on. And right now,
real fast.
YouTube. Go ahead.
He just said it right there. I don't know what's going on there. That's where it ends. I don't know what's going on there. All right, you don't know. Okay, we're back to square one then. You don't fucking know. Perfect. Just what I thought. I wasn't that suspicious of it, but that's what I assumed. You don't know. Exactly. You're just talking. There's no proof. There's just nothing but a person with a bunch of hearsay and opinions.
Yeah, speculation. It's pure speculation. Oh, you guys are siding with Quantum TV over me. This is, like I said, yeah, it looks that way. Sure. But you don't have anything to directly
siding with hate against the LGBTQ community during Pride Month. And this is confirmed so long as Quantum TV is on there, who has called me a sexual predator and has called me a pedophile. Lies he has said about me, and his videos are still up unless he takes them down himself.
Bro, you know what this reminds me of, bro?
Who?
That scene with James Franco in the movie First Time.
I never seen it.
It's just I forget which movie it's from, where he's about to be hanged and then somebody's about to get hanged next to him and he's like, first time.
I seen that meme, but I never seen the actual movie.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I forget what movie it's from. Let me see. Where is it? I think it's from the Ballads of Buster Scruggs, I believe. I think it's called. Hold on, yeah, that's what it's. All right, let me get. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, actually, you know what? I better not play this because I might. I'll probably get hit. But yeah, it's from the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. That's what it's called, the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. So it's that scene where he's about to be hanged, and the guy next to him, I guess, is crying, and he's like, first time. And it's just bro, Rich, you know how many people have been called what you've been called and worse? Fuck, man, even Sen's been called that shit. Sen knows. He's fine. But I get it. Rich does have a family. It's messed up. It's messed up to combat.
Sexual predator and has called me a pedophile.
Sue him.
Lies he has said about me, and his videos are still
defamation.
up unless he takes them down himself, and I get a community guideline strike. You're making real good choices here. I'll have my live stream channel below in the description. I'll be live streaming there. I'll also have my Twitch there where I'm partnered as well. You may want to follow me on there. I may not be on this website that much longer. And if that happens,
come on.
I'll be streaming on Twitch.
Extreme.
But I'm not keeping my mouth shut about this. Whatever the hell is going on at YouTube, it's eventually going to be figured out. This is ridiculous.
YouTube's not going to get rid of Review Tech. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure his situation is resolvable. Like, I'm sure he'll be able to resolve his situation. You know what I mean? He's been on the platform for a long time. The dude's, he's good. You know what I mean? He's got, he's got his financial security and stuff regardless. So he'll be fine.
Dude, he made those claims though, dude.
Yeah.
And he didn't show anything.
See, but what's interesting, right? When people like this, go out of the way, I got struck for this, that, or the other. But check this out. So Aura sent me this, right? You see the title of the video? ReviewTechUSA missed the flagging critical videos. Check this out.
I mean, look, if you're flagging people who are like troll channels, like I've had like review, I'm not, because I don't want to give anyone credibility. Review, insert troll name USA. Not going to name names. And there are people who are making up straight up lies about me. And those channels, fuck yeah, I flagged them. They were pieces of shit. You know what I mean? And it's funny, Keemstar, like everyone else didn't care. But Keemstar was on Andy Worski when he was still live streaming on YouTube. Keemstar, like, and I knew he was going to do it. And he thought, he was like, oh, Rich, I'll forgive you if you show your flagging history, which I didn't give a shit if Keemstar forgive me or not. I knew that if I didn't show it, and I knew I had nothing to hide, that people would thought I had something to hide. So I'm like, I don't care if you don't forgive me or not, but here's my flagging history. And there was nothing. There was like all the troll channels that were like people who I either knew were trolls, like, yeah, Lounge Act 92 exactly, or there was Review, Sticking in My Butt USA, and they were literally saying slanderous, dangerous things about me. So fuck yeah, I flagged those channels. And it was like 12 people in the past decade that I flagged. 12 or like a third or something super low number. And it was funny. Keemstar, I'm like, okay, there's my flag history. And Keemstar's like, oh, see, he did flag a whole bunch of people. I'm like, Keemstar, I've had the same fucking channel since 2009, and they're obviously all troll channels. Oh, well, I'm like, yeah, dude, stop, go away. Every time Keemstar debates me, he ends up looking like an asshole, so he needs to stop doing it.
The guy that was literally criticizing him and calling him on all his bullshit. He had a whole channel. It was like a parody channel making fun of Rich. And I'm assuming most of the videos are going to be from that guy.
Oh, okay. Will it show though if those videos were deleted? Won't it say video deleted?
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I think that's
all I know is this is Rich is literally Matt Mundane too.
There is information about this vehicle.
Video
is not available.
So yeah, some were deleted. See when they're deleted.
Some were deleted.
Right, so
those were probably from like 5 fucking years ago.
All right, so Review Tech sexually assaulted someone.
Yes.
Gaming.
Gee, I wonder why I flagged that down. I don't know.
E-begging. Manipulates and damage control response video.
Review Tech, who is Anna Doyle? I see people mentioning her in the chat.
That is a dude who has put out my personal information.
Whose name?
Put out, and honestly, I wasn't even though I did flag him.
Let's see if it's justified.
I wasn't even the one who got his channel taken down. There was other people that flagged the shit him without me saying to flag him. By the way, will you show your YouTube history report like Monday Matt did? Because there is rumors you reported Anna Doyle. I'm not showing any reports. I didn't report him, but I'm not showing any reports.
Well, hey,
And honestly,
hold on. He said he did. Why walk it back?
Maybe, but it's also the way it matters then too is when it was said as well, because he probably didn't at that time, so that could be true.
Let's see.
Even though I did flag him once, I wasn't even the one who got his channel taken down. There was other people that flagged the shit him without me saying to flag him, by the way.
Mm.
And that's it. That's my flagging history. So, Keem, can we kiss now?
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, anyone that criticizes you, you just flag the video.
You thought that I wasn't going to show you.
Videos made on me. I've never flagged a video. Never. The way I see it is Rich shouldn't have an opinion on anybody, because all these people, all these videos right there are opinions on him, and he tried to sell.
That's not, come on, Keem. That's not.
You're a goddamn.
I can make out just some of them. It seems like so that one, you know, the one ReviewTechUSA essayed me, I can understand, right? Let's see, but there's some like this one, eBeggars, intro DSP Gaming, Wings of Redemption, ReviewTechUSA, Anna Doyle re-upload. Okay, what is? I mean, you can't always tell what's in a video by its title, but I would assume, you know, from the title at least, it's probably not anything that's going to be slanderous. Let me see, DSP Gaming, ReviewTechUSA, Metamorphosis, and okay, what is Metamorphosis? Okay, so how is that? See, that's the thing. Like, there's got to be re-uploads of these videos somewhere that shows what's in them, because I understand, like, if people were saying stuff, I even though, again, shit happens all the time on YouTube, I can understand maybe, you know, the slanderous stuff, right? Like saying stuff that, you know, that he likes, you know, sexually assaulted someone. I understand him flagging that, right?
Yeah.
Because that's a serious allegation you're making against somebody. But like, if this, like some of these titles, I'm looking at them, I'm like, this is probably just shit that's like making fun of him. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's not that, you know, at least from the title. I could be wrong. Maybe the contents of the video are completely different. Maybe they're saying stuff about him. Like this one, eBeggars intro featuring DSP Gaming, Wings of Redemption, and ReviewTechUSA. So he wasn't the only one that was probably being made fun of in that video, but he flagged it. Then this one, ReviewTechUSA, let me see, manipulates and damage something or other. I can't make out the rest of this. DSP Gaming reviews. No, that's that one I already read. Hold on. eBeggars intro, yeah, featuring DSP Gaming, ReviewTechUSA, Metamorphosis. You know what I mean? Anna Doyle re-upload. It's like, what is that? Like, what is Metamorphosis? Is it somebody like using like DSP and then transforming him into Rich? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would assume is somebody doing that. Thank you, GG Evans, for it too. Richie Boy has doxed people before on Twitter. Yeah. You know what? I had forgotten about that. Yeah, he has. You're right.
Hold up.
He has,
You're a goddamn YouTuber and you can't defend yourself with your own voice?
I defend myself all the time. You know how many videos are made on me, Keem?
See, there's one here that says killing Rich, right? I could understand that one being flagged, especially if it was somebody making a threat towards him. This one says information about video not available. But yeah, from what I can make out, I mean, at least the ones that are here, this one I could see him flagging. ReviewTechUSA sexually assaulted me. I could understand that being flagged. This one, I can't really make out everything that says here. Manipulates and damage something. It says something there. This one is just like, these are probably just like parody videos though. So possibly.
Come on, stop.
But I don't know. Can't say with
defend yourself. Be a man and defend yourself with
I defend myself. Listen to me. Listen to me. And I've manned up and owned up to the mistakes I've made with you. And I'm even showing you this here without any hesitation. You said before that you would offer an olive branch. I know I made mistakes with you in the past. And I've
GG, could you send that to me if you could find it? If you can send it to me through DM. Something that's censored though, that doesn't actually say the guy's address or anything like that.
been mentioned even before this. This isn't like breaking news on Andy Worsley's stream. Okay, you've made,
or at the very least with a timestamp of where he might say the guy's address, so that I don't play that on stream.
Mistakes too, and you've talked about them. I've owned up to mine. You've owned up to yours. Let's move on.
Rich,
Okay,
most
so
of the-
now wait. So if he was okay with flagging this stuff because he felt justified, then why is he saying there's no mistakes to own up to, bro? You know what I mean?
shit that I got from you came under like in the year 2016 when the whole internet hated me and everybody thought my career was over.
No,
And as soon as I regained, you know,
no,
my
that's
channel,
I'm
and
not
now
like,
you want to be sorry.
no, I'm not like that.
Here,
I'm not
Rich,
like that either.
real-
There's popular
Rich, real
people out
quick.
there I can't stand.
Rich,
If-
real quick, can you refresh
If
your
I was
page?
videos and they were getting
Press what
20,000 views, you wouldn't be apologizing to me right now.
No, that's not true. What are you talking about? It's absolutely not true.
Yeah.
I showed my history, and it wasn't bad.
Well, I
Where's the
can't.
olive
No,
branch?
it was bad. Your history was very, very bad.
No, it
One in the
wasn't.
chat of his history was bad. Matt Modane, he flagged what, like 7 videos of
Matt
criticizing him?
Modane.
You flagged
Monday's
13,
Monday, Matt.
17 or whatever.
know.
It was bad. Just use your eyes, use your ears. Like, just be a human that understands, like, I don't know, like logic, right? And just look at everything and try to understand the world around you. Because if you don't understand this community, you don't understand the people in it, then you shouldn't be making videos on it. You are.
I hate his takes.
And every time I see a video from you, it's just stupid fucking opinions. I don't know why you're on the fucking internet anymore. You're dumb. You get everything wrong. You say dumb shit over and over again. This BetterHelp shit. How irresponsible for you to
Oh,
fucking
no, that's
upload
right.
that video.
He did also promote that. I forgot about
They're
that.
actually doing pretty good right now. They're back again.
Yeah, I remember though, but you remember that, right? When people that whole BetterHelp shit that people got pissed off about. It's just, I guess, right. Rich was one of the people promoting it too. It's funny. Oh, okay. So it was a tweet. Dang, I remember that Twitter. You remember that Twitter, Louis? That layout for Twitter?
Yeah. I have to because I have a lot of screenshots from them from liars.
Here we go.
So
it looks
just
like
to let everybody know, I do not have Twitter and I do not have Facebook. I actually put that in a skit that I made today, which will be going up. I don't know if I'll post this today or tomorrow, but take a good look at that. So let me get this straight. Rich cries when he gets doxxed, but likes it when it happens to other people. What a hypocritical piece of shit is what this person wrote.
I like
on
this
Twitter.
guy's voice.
And look, there's ReviewTechUSA himself on Twitter with 50 retweets and 136 likes. And he's given out the state that I live in.
Oh,
right
this
next
is
to
the
police.
guy.
That's covered up. He also gives out my last name right next to my first name. So he's just given out my information so that people can then get on the internet and go look for me. That's awesome, Rich. You're a really high-class guy, aren't you? So Rich says, laugh my ass off. Some nut job who will remain nameless has emailed me a certain killer's personal info. I'm sure the blank police would love to hear about Joe blank and his creepy obsession with me. Laugh out loud. Let's just let that sink in for everybody. That's somebody right there that has over 600,000 plus subscribers on YouTube.
That's all. That's all he
You
has.
really do have a.
I guess that's it. With that. Okay, so that's one. So hold on. GG sent me another one. Then I'll play here real quick for a moment. State of New York, please do not. What is this? Please do not allow Richard to obtain a firearm. What? What is this?
Hello, ReviewTechUSA here. Recently, it has come to my attention that Richard Marsucci of ReviewTechUSA has expressed wishes to purchase a firearm in the near future.
I don't want to take away your guns. As a matter of fact, over this summer, I'm planning on purchasing a firearm. So why the hell would I want to take your guns? Why would I want guns to be straight out banned if I want to purchase one?
Upon hearing this news, I immediately became concerned, as Richard's history suggests disaster if the gun were to be placed in his hands. The first thing to come to mind was Rich's previous statements on his mental illness. You see, Rich has admitted to suffering from psychological disorders, specifically anxiety and depression, as shown here.
I got hit with the worst case of anxiety and depression that I may have to this day ever had. I've never
Halo
been
3 probably
in that
saved his
much of a
life.
rut. I mean, I got to the point where
You say Halo 3?
This is Halo 3 probably saved my life.
Oh,
You can relate, right, Louis?
yeah, I started my YouTube channel.
Saved your life too. It saved all of our lives.
Take a piss without having a panic attack. It was that bad. And I just remember leaving those interviews being so depressed and my anxiety just like getting to the point where I was shaking and just it was almost like an antidepressant playing Halo, you know, because when you would deal with all these real world problems and think of how much my life was a mess, and if I would think, man, my life is totally terrible right now. And then I would sit down with that controller, I would put on my headset, I would talk to friends online, especially that one friend that I just mentioned before that I won't say his name. And all that went away. I could be on the brink of having a terrible panic attack. And as soon as I would put on Halo, I would feel my anxiety decrease. This game that saved me from losing my mind. I remember there were points that I was on the brink of thinking that I was going to have to go to a psychiatric hospital. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. It was that bad.
Gigi, this isn't going to go to some weird place where he talks about some kind of sexual experience, is it? I just want to make sure beforehand, because if that's where this is going, I don't think we need to watch that.
I was pacing around in my living room, not knowing what to do because I just felt like the walls were closing in on me.
I'm going to speed this up.
And then I would get in front of Halo, and that feeling would go away. I would get in front of Halo 3,
good, I guess.
And it gave me a sense of comfort that nothing else could do.
Rich has admitted in the past he had mental problems. See for yourself.
I personally suffered from depression myself when I got laid off from my job in 2009. I saw therapy, I actually got medicated, and it helped a lot. I've been through it. I understand where he's coming from. I understand that even having a positive attitude, life can still throw curveballs your way.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of RLM Corp. A job where I was working a night shift. I was a night manager at a job. And I have generalized anxiety disorder, and working that night shift
Thank you, Gigi.
made my anxiety go through the roof. Driving home when the sun was coming.
Here.
So, this man who struggled to handle the so-called
he had an ASMR channel.
now believes
I guess so.
he is capable of owning a gun. Again, this is a man who suffered debilitating panic attacks due to post-job interview anxiety.
I can see why they don't want him to obtain a firearm. Okay. Well, I'll have to finish this one on another stream because, you know, I didn't plan on streaming too late tonight. What I wanted to get into actually now was something that it's the reason why Louis is here, because we have to go over this. We have to go over this thing here.
Got your son back in here. I want to make him mad. I'm kidding.
At your sound quality. Let's see. So before we play this, so just I guess the final thought on Rich's stuff. It looks like Rich is doing essentially the same thing he's doing on his channel, on his streaming channel. You know, it's doing commentary stuff, which is fine. I'm not, you know, he can do that. I just, you know, this whole conspiracy of, you know, them supposedly, you know, just, you know, siding with a hateful bigot, you know, because, you know, during Pride Month, the idea that YouTube of all companies would side with somebody, you know, because they're a bigot during Pride Month is absurd. That's just dumb. So I mean, look,
and there's no proof of that.
The thing is, look, if Quantum TV, I'm sure he's the kind of guy that they're eventually going to get him on something. You know what I mean? Especially if he's towing that line of you know, whatever it is that he's saying, whether he means it or not, he's gonna get hit eventually. So it's just one of those things. You just, you know, you just wait around. I think it's something that eventually is gonna hit him too. You know, I don't think, you know, whatever his status is as a, you know, a person in a marginalized, quote unquote, marginalized community himself is going to save him either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So It's sometimes it's just timing. That's all it is. It's just timing. Some guys they slip through the cracks, and I think that might be what's happening with that. So they just do. So we'll see. But this guy, Sen, you should get in here because you are kind of like the PrisonMateLuke historian here. The PrisonMateLuke decided to take a break from the internet about about a year ago at this point, maybe a little over a year ago.
It's probably been a little over a year.
Yeah,
probably, or a little over a year, or a year.
Yeah, he put out
or about a year.
Yeah, PrisonMateLuke, a guy who has consistently.
I haven't seen his video.
Well, now you're about to say, oh, then you could react to it live here. So, yeah, apparently Sen made him an alcoholic. Sen drove him to the bottle. So about a year ago, he left the internet, because he was catching heat, as he always happened to catch heat over just having videos that had just really bad information in them. A guy who doesn't really do all his research, but decides to comment on stuff anyways, even though he had gotten a lot of stuff wrong. So he came back recently to give a quote-unquote final update. As you can see, this a couple days ago. I would have liked to have covered it right when it happened, but we're covering it now. So it's only 4 minutes long. Let me know when you want me to pause it, Louis, because this is the first time that you'll be hearing it. But I think you'll find some of the things that he has to say pretty interesting. For those of you that don't know, PrisonMateLuke, one of his most viewed videos in recent times was the video that he did on Louis, called "The Truth About Louis Caliber," which is full of inconsistencies and stuff that is not substantiated at all, and just stuff that is just outright lies.
You know what though? This piece of shit, what he didn't do, he didn't even reach out to me to get my side. He had his opinions. He based them on facts. Like all he did was Bo Blacks is doing better because he just reads what he sees. That's it. He just reads what he says or what he sees.
He repeats literal tweets. That's it.
This dude went off like he fucking knew me.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I don't even fucking know this guy. It's like, wait, you watch one of my videos, you know who I am now all of a sudden? Like, the fuck? Like, and I'm not saying he didn't, like, he had to reach out for a comment, but the thing is this. When you're in the pursuit of truth, you want to get as much information from all avenues, all sides possible.
Yeah, or at least try.
It's very stupid to believe one side, like wholeheartedly, when you don't know the people involved at all. And to question, why would anyone lie in the first place? That's been a fucking thing. Ask yourself, because there's no way you've never not lied, even if it's about a little thing. Like, did you eat that last cookie? Did you go outside? Did you sneak out? But where were you at this time? Like, you've lied to your parents. You've lied. So why would you lie? There's many reasons why you can lie, but I mean, ask yourself, why would you lie? And then to say no one would lie about this, dude. People have been lying about rape cases for fucking forever. They've been lying about multiple things for heinous shit forever. So it's not they wouldn't lie. I'm just saying, look, you got first. Cyan made her twit longer, and she put it out first saying, "Oh, I had no evidence. Louis didn't let me save anything. But I have friends that could corroborate my story here. Like, I can't say, hey, Billy Bob, can you guys just write this thing, the same thing that you guys saw or heard, and I'll tell you what you guys saw and heard. Go ahead and write this down, and then gain some support. Like, you don't need any. Like, I don't have any evidence. That's all I got. This is all I got. Just me just saying my story, it's totally fine. Like, you can share, if you need to share your story online, because that's how you need to cope or whatever, cool. But it's but if it's not true, then don't do it. But then, I wasn't even named in the beginning. Yeah. It took a tweet, oh, that person I was talking about was Louis Caliber, the YouTuber. All of a sudden, so I first wasn't named that off the rip. And then everyone, oh, Louis, you owe us an explanation. You owe us this. You owe us that. And it's, wait, you never asked for an explanation of why I ever did positive things. You never asked if I ever done anything great in life, which is, again, don't be fake about stuff. You hear something bad about me, and then all of a sudden I need to open up my private life for you guys. Like, fuck out of here. Yeah. Like, you didn't care about anything I did that was good, and now you hear something bad, and now I need to answer to you guys. Who are you? And if you're gonna say, "Oh, we're your fans" and all that shit, then stay as fans. You're not private investigators.
Yeah.
The fuck. And if you, but like, what I wanted to say is, when PrisonMateLuke and the Cyan thing came out, right? Mm-hmm. He just took what she said as truth, 100% fact, and ran with it.
Yeah, he took it on face value, 100% on the face value. You know, he didn't even. It doesn't seem like he asked any questions at all. He was just like he just took everything that was given to him and didn't challenge it. It wasn't like, well, are you sure? Or this, that, or the. And the thing is, he didn't even try to reach out to you in DMs, right? Nothing. Like, you have no DMs from him, even saying like, "Hey, I heard these things about you," or even a tweet directed at you. "Hey, Louis Caliber, you know, DM me because this, that, or the other," or "Hey, I need to talk with you." Nothing, you know?
Yeah, and I understand that they can believe, like, "Oh, you're not going to come to me," and stuff like that. And of course, they want to be the first YouTuber to break a story or something like this. And the more salacious it sounds, oh, the more views I'll get. Like, "Dude, did you hear? Here, check out this video. Oh my gosh." Like, and even the story is fucking stupid in the first place. And I would have, like, dude, that thing should have been ran through like Microsoft Word like a billion times. There's so many grammatical and spelling errors. It fucking hurts my head. Besides the contradictions in their own. But yeah, like, this idiot, and then he made a follow-up because like people were leaving comments about it. So let me read Louis' comments, like people that were like defending me. And in that video, he also said, "I actually got to speak with Cyan." Yeah. And she clarified a few things, that she never cheated on Louis, she never did this, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, so now they have contact with each other, and she like praised him for it. They started following each other. And then this is in 2020, June 2020. Mm-hmm. During that time, they had colluded with more people. Like, more people apparently started coming out with, they had more stories, just like Marilyn Manson. One person did this, so like, oh, this, yeah, I'm brave too now all of a sudden. I have a story. I had interactions, and I have a few like things that I do want to share. I don't know if I should share them right now, actually. It'd be very funny though.
That's up to you, but
I feel like this would be like its own separate stream, actually, not just like a continuation of one.
No, yeah, we could do it on another one. But remember, look, his two most you know, I guess prominent videos, right, regarding this stuff is the truth Louis Caliber, right?
And that's a very bold statement, because the truth, it's like, wait, you got all sides, like, you know all of it. That's like seeing an equation and you have blank plus equals, and you're like, this is it, the finality of it, like, I got it. And it's like, without question, like, it's not did Louis really do this? Like, what I heard about Louis Caliber accusations, this is the truth.
Yeah, look,
this is the definitive truth.
Yeah, and look at that. I mean, and that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of views, you know what I mean, on this video. You know, that he made, what is like 2 years ago. It's not even 2 years old, and this was the follow-up one. Didn't do nearly as well, but then again, I think the reason why it didn't do nearly as well is because of the fact that
I stopped being quiet.
Yeah, you stopped being quiet for one, and more people were talking about it around the time that he put out this one. So look, huge difference here. And not only that, I think by this time also, this being last year, PrisonMateLuke had lost a significant amount of credibility. I think that's also why this one pales in comparison when you see the view count on this one. You know, he had lost a significant amount of credibility for constantly getting stuff wrong in a lot of his videos. At this point in the video, actually, this is the part where he says what you were just talking about right here, I believe. Look.
We have left for some of the women he spoke to.
Can you hear it?
Their video or whatever they decide to do. We're not done yet. Last thing I want to go over is some of the voice messages Louis had left to some of the women he spoke to. I had actually listened in on phone calls, so it isn't too shocking.
You heard that?
And that right there is admission. Like, that's illegal in my state. Doesn't matter if it's not in his, because that's an illegal wiretapping. If I believe I'm having a private call with someone, and here's something that these idiots, like, I wanted to reply back to them, but apparently their Twitters got suspended. So this bipolar David Marshall, Alex Scorpio, whoever he wants to go by, like they were asking, oh, like, why would Louis lie in a call, right? Like, why would Louis lie if he didn't know he was being recorded? Well, for months by Jane Doe number 1, I was being asked if I could answer some questions. And now, what you guys don't know is these girls, before they turned on Om, also tried throwing Om under the bus, but they were trying to say pretty much, why did you make us do that? Like asking him to kind of like put the blame on him, like so he can just go, I didn't mean to do that, or I didn't like.
No, they gaslighted him.
Yeah.
They gaslighted
So
him.
they did it to me though. They were saying
the thing that
I want to ask you questions about what you did.
Yeah.
And like all these girls you talk to and stuff. And I'm kind of like, this is coming out of left field. This is awkward. And I have these text messages and I haven't released them, but I have them with Sarah where I kept saying, I want a witness here to hear our call because I know my laws. So I wanted someone to hear. And she kept saying, no, that is so weird. You don't trust me. It's not like I'm going to Me Too you. And you've seen these texts, John. You've seen these texts.
Yep.
And I said, no, I do not like want to talk unless someone's here. So the time I did talk, because she's like, I can only talk to this moment. I was at a birthday dinner and I was getting ready for a birthday dinner. So I wanted to know, like, because she asked me some off the cuff, weird ass questions that Sarah, Jane Doe number 1, would never ask me. Like, pretty much like, where did you hide that dead body? I'm like, what dead body? Of that 5-year-old that you destroyed. And it's like, what? Like, just random shit. It's like, you know, when you sent that one picture to that girl? And I was like, what girl? She's like, you know. And the reason why, again, a lot of them won't release that call is because I said a lot of embarrassing truths about them. Like, I was talking about their instances. Yeah. And so there's a lot of stuff that they won't share, but they chopped up. Remember, it's a 4-hour call, but you get like what, less than 2 minutes of 4 hours?
Yep.
And it's me saying some random shit. So the random shit I was saying was, they were just it's like, there's no way that I thought that the girl, Sarah, Jane Doe, she was trying to get with me for many years. And I have all the screenshots and proof and text messages where she's getting angry, irate, bothered, like obsessed, and she's just like, please give me this chance, getting all super crazy and stuff. And it really, really obsessive where she wanted to have my baby, she wanted to have my kid, she wanted to get married. And I told her no. Yeah, even during the height of like when the first allegations came out, she hated Cyan. She couldn't believe all this shit, but because I didn't want to be with her, she ran to Cyan and said, I got a story for you. And then when we last talked, I had told her, do not call me, just we're done. Like, I would be your friend, but there's no need to talk anymore unless you really need me and stuff. Yep. And she said, if you want to be with me, then you call me. I won't call you. The date that the document was created was like months after Sarah and I stopped talking, which is in 2020. Mm-hmm. In November. January comes around. I think it's January 26th, January 24th. One of those 2 dates. But Sarah comes and she goes, hey, how have you been? I want to try to catch up with you. And I'm in my head, I'm thinking, didn't you not want to talk until I decided I wanted to be with you, or I wanted to get married with you and have a kid with you? But what are you doing over here? So she started, like I said, since January of 2021 all the way till April 7th when the phone call was made. We had been kind of chatting, but like it was awkward. It was really weird. And I kept telling her, I don't trust you. And she would get mad. And then she would berate me and say that, oh, I'm such a piece of shit because I treat her like she's the devil. And she's the only person I could trust. And I said, if we talk, I want to talk with someone around me. She didn't like that. She didn't think it was cool at all. She got mad. And I have all these text messages of that. And there was one time where I said, my sister's here. I want her to listen because everyone's been lying. And she hung up and got mad. Then the time I had the call with her and I was saying all this stupid shit, I cannot fathom that this girl who has no online presence, doesn't stream, doesn't like do TikTok, doesn't like, she just casually posts like on Instagram every now and then and Twitter, would team up with PrisonMateLuke Cyan, Kyla, Wrecker, and all these other hidden Jane Does to start like recording and listening in on my conversation that they had and thinking, I got Louis what he said, and they keep pushing that agenda. It came from his own mouth, and it's like, it did. No one made me say what I said, but I didn't think there was PrisonMateLuke, Kyla, Cyan, and whoever on the other line listening.
Yeah, a bunch of an audience. You didn't know
And
there was
so,
gonna be a fucking audience and shit.
yeah, and why I lied to her is because I didn't have a witness around, and I just wanted to know what she was gonna ask. And everything she asked, I felt weird about, so I just made shit up. But I didn't know what I said was gonna be recorded and hurt my friends, and that's the only reason why I said something publicly after this had come out. And it wasn't to like help them or anything, because I didn't care, dude. If they got an investigation, if they like sees like our Discord, went to Discord or whatever and saw that stuff, there was nothing there. Skype, nothing. I never did. We never talked to anyone like about, oh, let's trade nudes. Let me see this girl. You got this girl, blah blah. I joked around and said, yeah, we do like Pokemon cards, bro. But it's like, no, dude. We never did any of that shit. Like, I didn't even have any of them added on Snap. Like, Nogler, like, fucking never on Snap. I never, like, can you picture Valentine? Anyway, no one's, I don't know. That shit was absurd. And not to just blow it off, like, that's so crazy. But it's like, I never had any of these dudes, like, on my friends list as that. I have their numbers.
Exactly.
We would talk.
Exactly.
Like,
why would you need to contact them through Snapchat when you could just pick up the phone, call them, text them, whatever?
Yeah, but the thing is,
not that people still don't communicate like that, but still, again, it's much easier.
Yeah, so I never fucking talked to these people like that. Now, when they're like, oh, what about these horrible messages you sent? If you look at all of them, it's only Sarah's. It's only Sarah's that, like, I was saying some real, quote-unquote, negative things on. And all I did was, I'm going to be like you. I'm going to act like I'm crazy and bipolar. I'm going to act the way you do towards me. I fucking hate you. I love you. Block me. Don't block me. The only reason why I block her and then unblock her is because I wanted her to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
It would be annoying that she was obsessed and she kept calling. And that's the thing. You can see some truth in there. Like, dude, I'm busy right now. Leave me alone. And she's like, no, you gotta like fix this. Call me right now. Even like that, when I showed you on the New Year's, like, dude, it's been so many days. Where have you been? I'm sorry I acted this way. I shouldn't have said those stupid things. Like, forgive me. And it's like, no, you say some really shit things. But I'm the one, though. I'm the one that says shit things. So then why are you apologizing for saying shit things?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, like, I'm telling you I'm done. And then my dad almost died. I'm not doing good in college right now. I can't think. It's because I want to be with you. And I'm like, all right, dude. Like, I'm done, like, talking to you like that. I'm cool to be your friend. Nothing more.
That's all I can give you right now. And if that's not good enough, peace.
Yeah. And then, so, like, right now, like, look, they're holding on to stories at this moment from other people, like, fabricated and shit, or they have time to try to make them better. Remember, PrisonMateLuke in this video said, Jane Doe number 2 has another story. Well, I'm waiting from that girl.
Yeah, right here. He says it.
Yeah, no.
He's right here. Look.
For me,
go for it.
Like I said, it's constant. But I'm going to let y'all listen to a couple of his voice calls that we got, because let's just say they show a lot.
So, oh yeah, these are the voice calls, but everybody already heard this. But let's go because it's the next part. I think he says it.
Exchanging nudes from whole groups, share nudes.
Yeah, these are
to share nudes with other people, let alone have whole groups that are okay with exchanging nudes from fans. But this is also illegal. I had seen a screenshot before of him sending nudes of other women to one of the victims in the doc because he wanted to spite her and be like, oh, I can get any woman I want. But here he is admitting to it on tape. You can't say it's photoshopped because it came from the man's mouth himself. And it's sad to think that him and some of the other crew members are doing this to hundreds of women. And before you go, what if he's just say this to
hundreds of women, hundreds,
random girl if it wasn't true? And the whole comment on how
when he says, how can I say this to random girls or whatever? Show me what I'm saying. Show me this screenshot that I sent someone like, dude, I've never sent anyone, oh, look at this is her. She's so much better than you because they said I like to compare them and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're fucking stupid for one if you stay with someone that does that to you.
Exactly.
If any dude or girl says this person's better than you, you're fucking dumb for staying there.
Yeah.
Instead, like that should be like some breakup point. But
Yeah,
apparently but remember, I threw my power, my I'm Louis Caliber, this YouTuber who isn't uploading anymore. Like
who's inactive, who's basically at
like,
that point semi-retired.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I always say I would come back and stuff like that, but dude, I've never like talked like I needed to throw who I was at them when they're the ones who fucking messaged me.
Yeah.
Like I was never like, oh, who are you? I need you to talk to me because I'm me. It's like, no, you came to talk to me and you either threw yourself at me or you had some like dreams of grandeur that I was gonna be like your fucking sugar daddy and baby daddy or baby. Yeah, it's like, dude, what do you want?
Yeah, that you were gonna be their big break. Or that you were gonna be their big break and shit. Oh.
Yeah, so when he said though that yeah, we did the hundreds, like where's the proof that we did hundreds? Because a bunch of people can just say that, yeah, we have millions of people and there's like stupid people. So of course
if you think if there was hundreds, fuck man, then you'd all be fucked, right? Because I would think that at least shit, you know, a fair group of them would have all come forward, right? In some mass campaign, right? To take the entire group down.
Here was the biggest mistake though that I did though. Well, it's because I trusted Sarah, Jane Doe number 1. And I showed her proof that Cyan and these girls were lying. So this is the thing that perplexes my brain. I to this day believe they're stupid. Like that was the reason why I didn't want to be with them, because they were stupid. And a joke could be had there that they were just young, like too young for me or whatever and stuff. But it's like, yeah, like, they were fucking stupid and immature. So I told Sarah, I shared with her the proof, and I said, if I were to catch me, I would have done this. I would have did that. I would have tried to turn this around on me like this. Mm-hmm. So I gave her like a playbook, which she tried to implement, but she's not good at taking notes. She never was, which is why like she always like argued and fought with me because she was really fucking dumb.
It's too stupid to know how to implement it.
Yeah, so she had like a freebie, like a lesson and stuff like that, but they try to fucking do it. There's more to this document that wasn't even put out there that was thought about. This has to do with like medical health and stuff. And I'll gladly post a lot of this stuff in the future. But there was like some embarrassing shit. And like I said, they're holding on to more stories. Like they said, Jane Doe number 2 has this big story, and this like this dumb chick from Lincoln, Nebraska. And I would love for them to like, I don't know why you hold on to it like it's a secret weapon. Like, dude, don't hold on to people's stories or their experiences. Like, if like, oh no, they didn't want to share it, or we'll wait till he says something, then we'll blast him with more allegations. Then he'd have to like hide. It's like, that's not how it works, dude. You don't like just keep going. Oh, someone else has something to say. Don't say it yet. Let's wait for his response. I mean, this isn't Pokemon where you take turns in battling, dude.
Yeah, well,
like,
that's
it's not.
I would think again. Look, I think the most effective thing is to just hit hard and hit fast. I mean, if you got another trump card up your sleeve, that's fine if you want to hold it for just in case. But even still, it's just like nothing that they put out right was really like super damning. That's why they had to rest on a false allegation, a false narrative, right? The whole thing that they would hope the people would be most enraged about, right, was the underage accusation. That's it. Because the rest of the stuff, honestly, looking at it objectively, if people just step outside of just having an emotional reaction, just think about it for a moment, okay, and just ask questions and look at it objectively. Okay, so here's where he's saying this, here's where he's saying this, here's where he's saying this, but it's like, okay, but what led up to him saying this? You know what I'm saying? Because you can see all that, and that's the other thing too. They did a poor job of even cutting the pictures of the screenshots, because you could see there's more conversation that's being had where they're literally cutting parts of the conversation out. So it's like, okay, it looks like they took the stuff that looks the worst. So where's the in-between stuff? Where's the stuff that's leading up to all of this where it looks like there's a blowout, essentially? It's just like, what led up to this? What antagonizing on behalf of the other person led to this kind of a response from him? Nobody's asking that. They're just like, oh, what a dick. You know what I mean? It's like, it looks dick for sure. Yeah, but it's like, okay, but what buttons were you pushing? What did you say to him?
And not even that though. Like not even that though. Like the part where it's just like, oh, like that's where I said, dude. Like I even screenshot it. You can see that I took a screenshot at this time. Like, what was I taking the screenshot for? Just to look, here's me talking shit to you. It's like, no, I don't want you to misconstrue it. So I'm gonna screen record that I'm doing this because this is how you are. I even said it too. I said, here, if you want to join Cyan, I called Sarah like Cyan 2.0. I said, you're going to be like her. I guarantee it. She goes, no, I'm not. I would never do that to you. Why would I do that to you? And I go, I never thought she would have done that either. I don't fucking know. It was
a self-fulfilling prophecy, bro.
Yeah, it was ironic and it was stupid, but I mean, like, in the end, like, and then they said, all I wanted was emotions. Now all of a sudden, like, I have a fan house. Come look at my lewds. Like, let me make some sexual jokes and innuendos so that when me and my current boyfriends break up, I can Me Too them as well. Bro, it's like, I get it. Like, no one's saying you can't say and you have to censor yourself. You can't make sex jokes stuff, but you should be mindful of like shit that was just said and shit that you brought to the table. And like I said, it was so stupid to tell her, like, you know, it's so dumb because she was trying to help me. Like, Sarah was willing to even lie. She wanted to lie and make up some fake stories to go to Cyan so she can be like, you just believe everything you say. And I have all those text messages. And I told her, no, don't do that. And she said, why not? I just want to get this bitch for lying about you. Like, I fucking hate her. Like, she can't do this to you, Louis. And when I posted, like, even like not too long when I was talking and stuff like that, like, every time she had posted, like Cyan had posted, I showed like kind of like what I showed you, John. I showed Sarah the opposite of everything. I showed her like the continuation, like the time, the dates, and everything that she was wrong. Like, she's fucking lying. Look at it. And Sarah saw it like firsthand, and she was like super sad. Where I remember one time she was like she almost cried. Like, I'll give her that. I know she did care, whether she was obsessed or infatuated with me. I know that she did care. Like, she was hurt, and she kept telling me, you need to say something. Like, I hate seeing all these people say so many things about you. Like, I love you, I care for you. And I'm like, no, like, there's no point. Let them lie. It's totally fine and stuff. Like, let them all go. And then she was even sad too because that other Chloe chick that was fucking lying about stuff, she's like, I know I liked you during that time when she was messaging you too, but and that hurts that she was messaging you. And I liked you, but I wish, like, you didn't ever, like, talk to her. I'm like, dude, I'm single, though, man. Like, you're not going to stop me.
Bro.
And I don't know, like, they just wanted more than what I was going to give them. And fucking Kyla, dude, especially Kyla, like, I don't even know. Like, I told them, like, get her some mental health and stuff. And when I showed you that shit, John, it's like, no, dude, she's a problem. She is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, man, and she showed it. That's the thing.
Property is rather horrifying to hear. Not only does it mean that
I think that was in the beginning part, though. Actually,
I think it might have been
before women's nudes years after they've made the mistake, decided to throw caution into the wind.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he said it earlier.
Yeah, I think he wants to come out with their story later on, and I might help her with it or some
he's
shit.
Like, I might help her with her video, Jane Doe number 3 or something like that.
No, it's number 2.
Number two. That's right. So let's get to his update video though before it gets, because I think Crow is going to stream at 10:30, so I don't want to go too long.
All right.
But you haven't heard this, so tell me when you want me to pause it. I already know what he has to say, so
I've never seen it.
Pause it. So this is going to be Louis' first reaction to it. So,
hey, it's been a minute.
Pause it. It's like, I'm kidding.
Last uploaded. Sorry if the quality is bad or the voice is a bit out. I haven't recorded in over a year, and I just moved into a different house. I've been putting this off for a long time now, and to be honest, I haven't even looked at my channel since I last uploaded.
Yeah, I
just wanted to try and get away from this all and run away from all of it. It wasn't fair.
Pause it.
Out of the blue, and
like, what a bitch. Like, you want to get away from something you started, just like Amber Heard. Like, you fucking posted something,
yes,
whether you handle it wrong or not, it's like you try to rob a bank and everyone hates you and shit like that, or some fucking mom and pop shop and the fucking community hates you for it. And you're like, I just want to get away from it. Like, I need to get out. It's like, no one made you do it, idiot. No one made you do it.
Well, that's the thing that drives me crazy about some of these people that try to say, like, that's why, like I said, like with the Ackman stuff, it's like, how are you going to sit there and have this bravado, right? Like a couple months ago, you have this bravado where you're like throwing down the gauntlet. It's like, I'm going to do everything in my power to get this guy off the platform. Oh shit, I got demonetized. I got to go, guys. I got to take a break for my mental health. It's like, bro, what? You know what I mean? It's just like, bro, you kind of picked the fight. It's like, and now things are starting to get tough. Now you want to now you got to take a break. It's just like, why? It's just like, you should have been prepared for any possible outcome. You should have known that when you threw down that challenge, that there might be some pushback. I mean, I would think, or I don't know, that's just kind of logical thinking, right? If you're going to do something that might potentially be controversial, then controversy is gonna follow. You know what I mean? That's the nature of the game. That's why it's like talking about any of these particular subjects, right? Or other people. You have to know that, because we're all part of the same space here. That person's fans are probably not going to take too likely to it. The person themselves probably aren't going to like it either. There might be some potential pushback, but that risk is involved when you first start mentioning it. And that's the thing. PrisonMateLuke talked about a lot of people, a lot of different people. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, what did you think was going to happen? It's just like, you're casting your net really fucking wide. It's just like, now
I just want to know why he hasn't responded to my tweets, dude.
Bro, still, well, I think let's see. Maybe he has an explanation for you in this video. Let's continue here. Hold on.
Never explain anything. I handled my exit really poorly. I left a lot unsaid and didn't resolve much of anything.
What's going on, baby
And for that, I'm sorry. I handled a lot of drama, especially towards the end of me being on YouTube awfully. And I never apologized publicly or even talked about it at all. I tried handling things privately and sweeping it under the rug, but it wasn't the right thing to do, and it didn't do much of anything anyway. I got really angry at people, to be honest. Way too angry at people, unjustifiably angry. And I let that get in the way of doing the right thing or even being smart about it. And I dragged.
So that doesn't mean he was mad all the time then?
Poorly, way too long. I fucked up, and that's not the only thing. I fucked up a lot, especially when it came to information about other creators like Just a Robot or Just Stop. I just got things wrong and never really talked about it. And so many other examples or situations. It's just, I didn't handle myself right. I never apologized for when I didn't. And I just refused to do the smart thing. And I eventually just stopped looking at everything. My socials, my channel, even other drama videos.
Oh, he hasn't seen his socials.
That said, this isn't a sympathy upload. I fucked up a lot. And it wasn't fair to just drop it all like it was nothing. Me reacting to other people poorly is on me, and I shouldn't have just run away like that. I got really bitter, unjustifiably bitter towards people, and it wasn't fair. And I never tried to fix my mistakes or even really explain it at all. I just wanted to get away from it all. And this isn't me apologizing so I can come back without backlash or try to get back into drama, because that's not what I want to do. I don't plan on coming back to this channel. This will probably be the final video on the channel, hopefully.
So it's his next channel then?
I don't plan on talking about drama ever again. I handled stuff poorly, and I didn't enjoy it anyway, especially towards the end of me doing this. If I ever did anything on YouTube again, it would be with other people, and even that would be really iffy. Also, just to be clear, I'm going to be privating some of my older videos I don't really agree with anymore or want to leave up. I'm not sure exactly how many I'm going to be taking down, but especially with some of my older drama videos, like the Hopeless Peaches ones, I don't really want to leave those up and feed into the drama anymore, especially since it's gone on for so long that I don't even really know what's up with it anymore. Especially since Shannon or Creepshow Art turned out to be a terrible person, I don't really want to leave that up to kind of support her anymore. So if you see videos getting unlisted or privated, that's why. I just wanted to give a warning about that. I shouldn't have taken this long to make a video like this. I've been putting it off for over a year, justifying it by saying that I'm busy with life and being 21 and other shit that isn't really relevant. It was just me trying to excuse the fact that I didn't want to make a short video about this all. And it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. It was childish. It wasn't fair to other creators, and it wasn't fair to my audience who never got an explanation, especially when I just tried to disappear. And yeah, that's all I really had to say. I'm sorry for how I handled myself and how I handled going away. Again, I don't want sympathy. I'm not going to try to use this as, oh, I'm coming back, because I don't want to.
So he's
especially not to drama, because I've already fucked up enough with that. I'm done with it. I just wanted to put this out there so I wasn't just silent about it, and to admit that, hey, I fucked up. So this is on me. The only reason this has dragged on for as long as it has is because of me. So I just wanted to put that out there that I am sorry. I genuinely am. The only reason this took so long is because I was being childish about it. So sorry. That said, have a safe one.
So what
do his comments say, though?
What the fuck was he apologizing for?
You
know what I mean?
I think, well, look, if he ran away,
it's a blanket. It sounds like, look, first it sounds like a blanket apology for how he handled certain situations. Then it's just like, then towards the end, I'm sorry that I didn't, handle myself better and address these things better. You know what I mean? And didn't give a proper goodbye or whatever. So it's just like, you know what would have been great? Like him actually addressing specific instances of what he got wrong.
I get that. I get what you're asking for, but let's, like, he ran away, right? It's apparent that
really what it boils down to. Yeah,
but it's apparent that he's not good at like explaining that shit.
Yeah, no.
So maybe that's the thing though. This is that if he's not that good, then maybe that's why his apology isn't good. So I like that's how I would see it. It's like, can you hear that? That shh or no? I'm talking or no?
I heard a little bit. Yeah, well, I hear it now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, that's the steamer. Okay. That I was using. But yeah, so the way I see it is like if he doesn't know how to handle things, then I don't think he knows how to apologize properly either. So I'm not really gonna like fault it. Like he probably just sucks, you know? So it's like, yeah, like he sucks.
No, yeah, of course.
But like I can be super critical about it and everything, but no, like I mean maybe he just sucks at that shit.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much that sums it up. I mean, yeah, and that's what I mean. It's just like if you're gonna make content, that's one thing. If you're gonna make content about,
my bad if it's too loud. Was it too loud?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right.
If you're gonna make content about other people or other situations, I mean, shit, at least have some inkling, or at least script your shit. Script your shit better and proofread it. Do whatever you got to do instead of, if you're just shooting from the hip, or maybe he was scripting it. I don't know, but it just.
Yeah, like maybe he just sucks, dude. Like maybe he's just like super trash with it.
Well, I think that's what it is more than anything else. I think he's just not cut out for this. Because I mean, again, if you're just gonna jettison when shit gets tough, you know what I mean? Then yeah, you probably don't have the constitution for this. You probably should leave. You know what I mean? I get or get out of this space, especially if you can't take criticism or you can't take people saying, "Hey, listen, bro, you got this shit wrong and it's bad." You know.
What bothers me is I know my side of things. I know my truth. Like, I know the truth, dude. Like, I don't need to lie about it. Like, I only stayed quiet because I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I don't want to feed into this as a public frenzy, like back and forth. And this idiot said that, like, all these idiots said, all I want was an apology and to let other women know, to be aware of him. Yeah. And I'm like, that's so fucking horseshit because they never had a call to action with their other abusive, they're legit abusive ex-partners and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was the only one called out, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I had the text messages of, like, guys that try to get with, like, legit, like, rape shit. And I'm like, no, dude, I even try to help. And look you've had sick-ass star witness people, like John, you've heard them speak and stuff, too, that can attest. Of course, that have a test that want to come out on my end and be like, no, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, no, that's not even how, like, remotely how Louis would act at all. And it's like, and I've seen these girls. I've heard these. I've been around these girls. No,
Yeah.
Like, no, they're fucking like they were there, and I'm pretty sure like they're stupid. So they, and like I said, they forget. Like, no, there are people that were around that witnessed this stuff. Not like unlike them. And they always say I was around Louis' friends and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, well, I don't have like a really big circle, but I do have people that I thought I could trust, and the other people that I can truly trust, dude, they have their own receipts of these accounts.
Well, this guy, look, he tries to also, I'm sure you caught it, that he tries to use, that he, I guess, I didn't know that he's only 21, allegedly, from what he says in this video. Young guy, right? And the thing is, look, you could use.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, you could use naivete to a certain point, and I get it. Yeah, and there's probably some truth to that, right? Lack of experience and life experience, especially, and just, being, maybe he's just not very well socially adjusted or mature. There could be a lot of reasons, right, why you handled this stuff poorly. But the thing is, look, you still decided to make this your repertoire here on YouTube. You know what I mean? You decided that. You still made the conscious choice to be like, this is the kind of content I want to make. This is where I'm going to take my channel. This is the direction I'm going to take my channel in. And it's just like, bro, you still have the responsibility, regardless of whatever you know or don't know. You still have a responsibility to be a little bit more careful with the things that you're going to be talking about, especially when it comes to serious allegations, because those are the things that really can affect people's lives outside of YouTube.
But that's what YouTube, that's why this news and this shit is on YouTube, because it's about the views first, not the integrity. It's not about that first. It's about the shock value that comes out of it first, and it being the first one, and to have a lot of people like, oh my gosh, I can only get this from here.
Exactly. It's just like, look, and that's fine. It's one thing if you're just going to talk about shit that's going on between people, just drama shit, whatever. That's one thing, right? The stuff that basically happens on YouTube usually just stays on YouTube, because, bro, outside of this platform, who really gives a shit, right? Who gives a shit about so and so feuding with so and so because they left a nasty comment on their video 5 years ago, right? Like, who gives a shit?
Did you not see my comment though in this video? Speaking of comments,
it was a terrible comment. I can't believe you said that to him.
No, but did you see it or no? I left the comment.
Oh, you did. Oh, hold on. Now I gotta see. No, I didn't see. Hold on. Now I gotta go back to it. Why you do this to me? Why you do this to me, Mike? All right, hold on.
I thought you saw it when you were looking at the comments.
No. I didn't scroll down to see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let's bring it back up. We're gonna bring it back up. We're doing it.
It's probably newest one.
Let's see. It's newest comment. Let's see. All right, let's see here. Where is it? I see the people, some of the people that he's feuded with, Just a Robot, Harley. Let me see where you at. Oh, I hope he didn't block your. Can you imagine if he blocked you from? Oh, here you are. 7 minutes ago. Does this mean you're going to finally try and reach out to me?
I just need to know.
Because exactly. He said that in his video that he's, handled some stuff privately. So again, I would think exactly if you're gonna make the rounds, to people that you've made content on.
I mean, I think he's seeing how I like to try to dismantle people.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he had to have caught wind, even if he wasn't checking his socials, right? My understanding is that he was still, and I could be wrong, but my understanding is, or I heard through the grapevine, I should say, that he was still on Discord and stuff. So I'm sure that people got to him about stuff like that. Oh, hey, so-and-so responded to you on Twitter or whatever. I'm pretty sure he still had people telling him stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially if he was still hanging around on Discord, shooting the shit with people, because supposedly he was still doing that, allegedly, and gaming. Still playing games, and supposedly he even streamed. I think he had switched to streaming on Twitch for a little while. So I'm sure he caught wind of what was being said at some point, and maybe not. Maybe it's possible. Maybe he didn't. Maybe, but I would think, I would speculate that he did, but I could be wrong. I won't say definitively because I don't know for a fact. Maybe when he unplugged, he really did unplug. Maybe he decided to only talk with people that weren't into any of this shit online, but who knows? And Sen supposedly made him alcoholic, allegedly. So I don't know. I don't know,
because if he's 21 now, he could have been younger then, so he probably wasn't legally able to drink.
Yeah, who knows, man? I don't know if his liver might have more than 21 years worth of damage on it by now. If that's true, I don't know, because sin could be pretty brutal. I don't know. So he's not quitting YouTube, from my understanding. He's just taking a step back.
From what I heard is that it sounded like he's gonna start a new channel.
Yeah, it sounds like he's putting all his eggs into the streaming basket more is what it seems like. That he's gonna if his channel if his channel's in danger, if his main channel's in danger, he's gonna try to rely on his other channel, his secondary channel, is what it seems like, where he does more of his streaming and stuff like that. So what it seemed like Rich was saying is that he's not going to make commentary videos anymore. I guess he's just going to do live streams. That's what it seems like what he was saying. So I could be wrong, but he's promoting his live streaming channel. So that's why I assume he's just going to focus on live streaming shit, reacting to shit, because that's what he's doing right now. He's live right now, Common Rider 64, and he's like reacting to other people's videos. Basically the Twitch route of doing stuff. So, let me see. Zana said he never even brought up the drama he created with Hopeless Peaches. That was because Creepshow had a one-sided beef against Hopeless Peaches. Yeah, I heard about that. Like, look, the guy got a lot of stuff wrong, and that's why he got such heavy criticism from people. Like, I don't know Luke. I don't hate Luke personally. I don't know the guy. I don't wish him any ill will personally. I just think that if you're going to be making content like this, where you're essentially going after, I won't say going after people, but commenting on other people, right? And the drama that they're involved in. And if it's something even beyond drama, right? Beyond people just bickering, if it has to do with people being accused of stuff that is pretty serious, you got to be more responsible with how you talk about it, because again, it could have real world implications on that person. Like I said, look, he made a video that reached 1 million views, and again, obviously there's videos that are way bigger.
He said he got rid of videos, right? He didn't get rid of that one, right?
Yeah, he didn't private those. He didn't private the ones about you. But then again, in fairness, right? Maybe he needs a couple days. I don't know how big his video library is. So, well, actually, you know what? Let's see how big his video library is, because if it's not that big, then he should have already gotten rid of. It should have been pretty easy to private those videos. But then again, he seemed to only imply that he was going to get rid of the videos that he didn't agree with, I guess, anymore. So that would tell me, I guess he.
Yeah, so I want to know. I want to know what he thinks he gets right and wrong with my situation. Yeah, what he believes.
This would be the opportune time, right? If he's on his redemption tour of trying to fix things that he would.
Yeah, come on, James Franco.
So look, 199 videos. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. So yeah, he still has the ones about you up. So, and he still hasn't reached out to you in private. So, interesting. Yeah, he did. Well, the thing is, they were all in a group together. Grim Reaper. So it is what it is. I guess we'll have to wait and see if the saga of Luke is over. But the other thing too I find interesting is, he says he's done. I don't think he's necessarily done. I think he's going to do the thing that everybody else is doing. He's going to switch gears. He'll probably create a whole new channel, maybe try to do something different, but he's going to keep that channel up for just in case. I doubt he's going to, completely abandon it after building it up, to what, 200. Well, he's lost subscribers from what I saw on Social Blade. He's lost about 3,000 subscribers.
Since when? Since this video went up?
Let me see. I don't know since this video. Hold on. Let me go back to Social Blade real quick. I think within the last month. Let me go back to it. Do it live. Hold on. Do it live. Let's see. So, let's see. PrisonMateLuke. So, let's see. Starting from Sunday, 1K, 100. So last 30 days, 3K, it says. So I guess it's starting from Sunday, roughly. He's lost 3K. So I don't know. Maybe he really is done. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Man,
pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. But we'll go ahead and wrap it here. I'll keep apprised on you know, the situation here with PrisonMateLuke and see if there's any updates on it, or if there's any updates. We'll see. Maybe he'll reach out to you finally, though. Maybe, you know, if he's trying to make things right with people, maybe he'll finally reach out to you. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see
he probably has to go. He has to go through the girls first. He has to get their blessing.
Get their blessing. See if it's okay. Yeah, you know, for them to, you know, for him to talk to you. So we'll go ahead and wrap it here, though. Guys, be sure to go check out Crow's stream. You know, I think he's starting up in about 5 minutes. Crows of Judgment. Check out his channel. He's going to be going live soon. He's going to be going over some of these topics as well as a couple different ones. So be sure to check him out. Show Crow some support. Thank you, Louis, for joining me tonight. We'll do it again soon sometime.
I want to talk about video games.
Yeah, we'll do that on the next stream. Actually, the next stream we could probably just do that because, you know, I'll be able to stream more this week. So be on the lookout for that, guys. We'll do a gaming stream where we just talk about gaming shit and put all this drama shit behind us.
Yeah.
For a little bit. All right. You all have a fantastic night. Thank you to each and everyone that joined us. Thank you to Gigi Evans and Italo. Thank you so much for the donors. Appreciate it. You guys are the stream daddies. Appreciate you guys. I will catch you all on the next stream. You all have a fantastic night.